Hi, welcome to my channel. Before we start, click subscribe please so you don't miss my next videos. Today I'm going to be talking about tanning. Grab your mitts, girls, boys, ladies, gentlemen. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about self-tanning and my do's and don'ts. What I've learned over the years doing my tan, which is a lot of years. And there'll be some good tips as well for you to try and get your tan looking fabulous, like mine. The prep work before tanning. Lots of exfoliating, no moisturiser. If you're going to moisturise, you're going to have to moisturise about an hour or so before your tan, just to let it sink in. But I would say skip the moisturiser. Unless you have really dry skin, then moisturise about an hour before, let it sink in. Reason being is it ruins your tan, absolutely ruins your tan. Makes it go streaky, makes it patchy, dilutes it down, which you don't want. Skip the moisturiser. Don't moisturise. Also, shaving. If you're going to shave your legs, do it the day before. Don't shave just before you tan because you will have the tan settling in your little hair holes in your legs and you'll have them little dots. No shaving just before you tan. Do it the day. Here's some of the tans that I've used over the years. St. Moritz. Now this is a good tan if you don't want to spend very much. For a low cost tan, it's brilliant. It does have a few downsides, I would say. It's a dye colour, it gets everywhere, it gets really messy. You can't put a second layer on, nothing like that straight away because it will just go patchy. It does tend to come back off, see. So with the one I'm using at the minute, I can go over and over again on my leg and add more. With the St. Moritz one, I can't do that because it does tend to just take it back off my leg. I'm just left with a big white patch on my leg. But it is good value for money and it does the job. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10. For me anyway. Right, moving on to the next one. St. Tropez. It is really good value for money. When you're buying a tan, it shouldn't be that expensive. I think this is really expensive, but it is fabulous. Does smell nice as well. See with the St. Moritz as well, the smell. It's the smell, it gets me every time. I don't like the smell, awful. St. Tropez does smell alright. It smells better than the St. Moritz. Obviously it's more expensive anyway, so it still hasn't got like a fabulous smell. It does develop beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't be disappointed. It is value for money, but I think it's just overpriced. You can get a spray tan for that price. You may as well just get somebody else to do it for you. When I first started tanning, I used to use only St. Tropez because it was years ago, so I didn't really know what I was doing with tanning. I was just learning, so I started out just using that, but it was a really good one to learn with. It didn't streak, good decent guide colour, I could see where I was going with it. So basically, St. Tropez learned me how to tan. The tan I'm using at the moment it's Bondi Sands. The guide colour isn't very dark, but there's enough there for you to see where you're going. The smell is absolutely beautiful. Even when it's developing, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm in love with this tan. I use this mitt, it's the Bondi Sands mitt, and you can use both sides. So obviously that side, and then when you switch it round, using the other side so you don't get like a build up of too much tan on the one side, because that can end up breaking the mitts and end up dropping a bit. Have this. This is for my back. You've got the big part there, feels nice and velvety, and like this does most of the big parts of your back, and then for the middle of your back, like a sponge, and a bit dirty because it's been used loads of times. The middle of your back, obviously, just you can go upwards as well, and on the sides. But this is a lifesaver, especially if you're single like me and you don't have anyone to do your back. This is what I use. It's Bondi Sands Liquid Gold, it's called. It's amazing. I love it. I don't tan every day. I only tan some, like the odd time if I think I need it. Obviously if I've been out in the sun and stuff like that, I won't. But if I'm going somewhere or I look ill, then I get my tan on. But I just love it. Try it and let us know. So I did make a little video for you of me applying my tan yesterday, showing you the technique that I use, especially on my feet, my legs, especially my hands. I have a lot of ink on my hands as well, which draws attention to them. So I'll let you watch the video. Mind the floor. Right, push it down in between the toes. And then make sure it goes right under the heel. Just bring it off. And then I go with lines up. Like that. See the difference there? And make sure the back of the knee get right in those crevices. I don't use a lot on my knee. I will wash that floor when I'm finished, because the knee can go like a bit orange if you use too much. And just make sure. You can go back over it if you want it a little bit darker. You can like go back over the top, but I'm just going to leave them like that. So when you do on your hand, you go round to the sides. Make sure you do the wrist. Obviously you don't want it on the front. Then you're going to go round, down the finger, round this way, all in between every finger, down the side. And then you're going to pull up in between every finger. And then you're going to bend your knuckles so you don't have anything in between those little creases in your knuckles. And then down the sides of your fingernails. And then I always put a little bit on the front. And then that's your hand done. Try it, let me know anything, questions, anything like that in the comments, and I will answer them all. Even when I go on holiday abroad, like I always still take my tan. Like I like to use my tan before I go and sunbathe. Sounds daft, I know, but I first get there and I just feel a bit self-conscious that I'm not as brown as everybody else, so I'll put my tan on and then I'll go and sunbathe. But you can't tan. You can tan off the sun through that tan. It's not sunblock, doesn't have SPF or anything like that. Also with the Bondi Sands, the guide colour doesn't have a guide colour that rubs off on any sheets or anything. So you can basically lie in your nice pyjamas and your white bedding and stuff like that, and it doesn't rub off on anything. The smell as it's developing, I think it just gets better and better. It smells nicer and nicer, it's beautiful. And the look that it gives you, you can just put over and over again, layer and layer. Nice dark colour, it's beautiful. It really is so natural, it's gorgeous. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified of my next videos.